Are you overlooking one of the simplest levers for steadier blood sugar? How and when you expose yourself to daylight.
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Today we're looking at how daytime light exposure influences glucose control in type 2 diabetes, and what practical steps you can take to align your daily light habits with your metabolic needs. I'm Ethan Foster, and I'll set the stage with the core idea. The light you encounter during a typical workday can nudge your glucose into or out of a healthy range.
I'm Alara Skye, and I'll translate the research into clear actions. The discussion centers on findings published in Cell Metabolism, showing that natural daylight versus standard indoor office lighting improved glucose stability for people with type 2 diabetes without changing food, medication, or activity.
If you think of light as a timing cue, you're already close. Specialized cells in your eyes relay daylight to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your master clock. From there, timing signals flow to peripheral clocks in your liver, pancreas, muscle, and fat tissue. When those clocks are synchronized, you respond to insulin more efficiently, move glucose into muscles more smoothly, and allocate energy at the right times of day.
That coordination weakens under typical indoor lighting. Daylight offers high intensity and a full spectrum. Office lighting is dimmer and more limited. Even a cloudy outdoor scene usually delivers 1,000 to 2,000 lux, compared to roughly 300 to 500 lux indoors. Those numbers matter because stronger light signals sharpen circadian timing, improving how you handle meals.
In the study, participants with type 2 diabetes spent a larger share of the day within a healthy glucose range, about 80 to 130 milligrams per deciliter, when they worked in daylight that filtered through windows. Time and range rose from 43% under artificial lighting to 51% with daylight. That 8-point gain adds up to nearly 2 extra hours of stable glucose every day.
Variability also fell. Glucose curves showed fewer sharp spikes and deep dips, which makes your daily pattern easier to manage. That greater stability arrived without new medications, supplements, or workout plans. The input that changed was light quality and timing.
Daylight also improved metabolic flexibility, the ability to shift between burning carbohydrates and fat as conditions change. Those shifts showed up during routine activity and after meals. In parallel, hormonal patterns responded. Evening melatonin levels were higher after daytime daylight exposure, indicating stronger day-night alignment, even though the timing of melatonin release didn't shift.
There were cellular changes as well. Muscle cells displayed increased activity in clock-related genes after daylight exposure. When researchers observed those cells in the lab, their internal timing was advanced by roughly 45 minutes, suggesting your tissues can remember the light environment and adjust their schedules.
Blood markers moved in a direction consistent with healthier metabolism. Molecules tied to fat processing and insulin sensitivity rose, while signals linked to metabolic stress declined. Not every single change reached statistical significance on its own, but the overall pattern aligned with steadier glucose control and better timing.
Light's influence isn't only circadian. Red and near-infrared wavelengths from sunlight interact with your mitochondria, the structures that generate cellular energy. When mitochondrial energy production is efficient, you clear glucose more effectively and maintain insulin sensitivity. Supporting that energy system complements the circadian benefits you gain from correctly timed daylight.
Translating this into your workday starts with placement. If you can, position your desk near a window and keep blinds open during daylight hours. For a home office, a perpendicular setup to the window often balances light exposure with manageable screen glare. If your role allows, move simple tasks outside. Answering email or taking calls outdoors increases light intensity and spectrum quality.
Build in short outdoor sessions. Step outside within 30 minutes of waking for 10 to 15 minutes without sunglasses to reinforce your daily reset. Around solar noon, 12 noon, or 1 p.m. during daylight saving time, aim for another 10 to 20 minutes. This midday window is useful. but apply caution if you're still reducing seed oils in your diet, since high linoleic acid intake may increase sunburn risk. If that applies to you, limit peak sun exposure between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. until you've minimized those oils for several months.
Evenings require the opposite approach. Blue heavy light from screens and bright indoor bulbs suppresses melatonin and blurs day-night signals. Use blue light filtering on devices, choose warmer, dimmer bulbs after sunset, and create a consistent power down pattern to protect your overnight recovery and next-day insulin response.
Sleep timing consolidates everything you're building with daylight. Keep a fixed schedule for bedtime and wake time, including weekends, and set your bedroom to a cool, dark environment, about 60 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Consistent sleep supports predictable insulin sensitivity during biological daytime.
Stress management belongs on this list because chronic stress scrambles internal timing cues. Simple practices, paced breathing, a short meditation block, or slow yoga can lower sympathetic drive and help you maintain the light-driven rhythm you're establishing.
One clarification helps frame expectations. Daylight doesn't appear to lower your average glucose directly. Instead, it increases the time you spend in a healthy range and reduces big swings. That steadiness matters because large fluctuations wear down insulin signaling over time and make daily management harder than it needs to be.
If your schedule limits outdoor time, stack smaller advantages. Get outside briefly in the morning, sit close to a window through the day, and keep blinds open. Those adjustments still strengthen the signals that coordinate when you handle glucose best. Small, consistent inputs add up.
You can evaluate the impact by watching for practical signs. Fewer afternoon crashes, less dramatic post-meal spikes if you monitor, and a clearer bedtime wind down. If you're tracking glucose, look for more minutes within 80 to 130 milligrams per deciliter and flatter post-meal curves during daylight prioritized days.
Here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, step outside within 30 minutes of waking for 10 to 15 minutes, arrange your primary workspace near the brightest window available, and take a 10-minute outdoor break around midday. In the evening, dim screens and lights 2 hours before bed. Keep that routine for 7 days, and note changes in energy and glucose stability if you monitor. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.